Ever feel like you're sending your resume off into a void, like some black hole of job applications?
Yeah, I can definitely feel that way.
Well, today we are looking at RoleCatcher.
RoleCatcher.
Yeah, it's a platform that wants to completely change how we think about job hunting.
Yeah.
Give you an actual edge.
Interesting. What do they do?
Okay, so they've got these career guides, and then they help you prep for interviews, and get this. They even have AI tools.
AI tools. Wow. That's pretty cutting edge.
Right. So we are going to see if it's as good as it sounds. What do you think? Ready to dive in?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what they're all about.
Okay, so right off the bat, their website is like, look at all these features.
Oh,
They
yeah.
got sections for jobs, interviews, CV resume builder, and like a career compass.
Wow, they do have a lot.
It's a lot. Where do we even start with this? What do you think is the most interesting part?
I think the most interesting thing, at least initially, is that they're pulling job postings from a bunch of different places, not just like the usual big job boards.
Oh, so you're finding jobs that aren't out there everywhere else.
Exactly. It could be a big advantage to even know about them, you know?
Yeah, no more just looking at the same listings over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. And it gets even better.
Oh.
So, you know how important those keywords are, right? To get your resume past those applicant tracking systems.
Now tell me about it.
So, RoleCatcher, they actually analyze your CV,
Okay.
and then they help you tailor it for the specific job you're applying for.
Oh, wow. So you're not just throwing it out there and hoping for the best?
Nope. You're giving yourself a serious leg up against those algorithms.
That's huge. Seriously, I've heard stories of people being totally qualified and getting rejected just because their resume didn't use the right words.
Yeah, it's very common.
This could be a game changer for a lot of people.
Absolutely. And you know what else? Let's talk about their interview section.
Okay, what about it?
They have over 120,000 interview questions in their database.
120,000?
Yep.
Okay, that's a lot. I mean, even thinking about interviews makes me nervous.
Yep.
But having that much to practice with, I mean, that's amazing. But is it just like a random bunch of questions, or is there a system?
Oh, no, it's very organized. They break it down by industry, by job title, even seniority level.
Yeah.
And they give you insights into what the interviewer is looking for, so you can tailor your answers.
Oh, so it's not just about memorizing answers. It's about really understanding how to present yourself.
Exactly.
I like that. So many people could use that. But wait, there's more to RoleCatcher, right? They have those career guides too, right?
Yeah, the career guides are cool. Yeah, the career guides are cool. They really get into the nitty-gritty of different careers.
Okay, so tell me more about these career guides. How in depth do they actually go?
Well, they have over 3,000 of them.
3,000?
Yeah.
Wow, they really have everything covered. So what kind of stuff do they actually tell you?
So each guide gives you a breakdown of the job. The responsibilities, the skills you need, even what the salary range might be.
So it's like getting a sneak peek into what the job is really like day to day.
Exactly. And they even tell you about potential challenges you might face.
Oh, that's really helpful. Like things you wouldn't necessarily think about.
Yeah, those moments where you're like, man, I wish I knew that before I took this job. They try to help you avoid that.
I like that. It's one thing to know the job title, but it's totally different to understand what it's actually like. The good and the bad.
Right. Making informed decisions and all that. Speaking of which, we actually looked at their guide on becoming a street warden.
A street warden? What does a street warden even do? I have to admit, I'm a little clueless.
So basically, they're like the guardians of the community.
Guardians of the community. Okay.
Yeah, they patrol, they keep an eye out for any safety issues. They might enforce local rules, maybe work with the police.
So it's about keeping things running smoothly in the neighborhood.
Yeah, being that visible presence, the point of contact for people. But the guide made it clear it's not all, handing out parking tickets.
Right.
They really emphasize the range of skills involved. Like, you need conflict resolution. You have to be good at de-escalating situations.
Oh, I bet that comes in handy.
Yeah, and good communication, problem solving, all that. And you're outdoors a lot no matter the weather.
Rain or shine. Gotta love that,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. And sometimes, dealing with difficult people, stressful situations, it's not exactly a desk job.
Not even close.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what I think makes these guides so cool. They don't sugarcoat it. They give you a real sense of what you'd be getting into.
Totally. And get this. Each guide has sample interview questions, and they're specific to that job.
Oh, that's smart.
Mhm.
So, what kind of questions are in the Street Warden guide?
So, for example, they had one that was like, how would you handle it if someone was being disruptive? Causing a scene,
Oh, that's a good one.
Or how would you calm down a tense situation? That sort of thing.
That's really useful. Having those questions in advance would give you such an advantage in an interview.
Oh, for sure. You could practice. You'd know what to expect.
Yeah, instead of being caught off guard.
Mm.
I like it. Okay, so we've got the job boards, we've got the CV analysis, the career guides, and those practice interview questions. But they have that other thing, right? Copilot AI.
That's right. Copilot AI. That's where things get really interesting.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more. Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
So remember all those cool features we just talked about?
Yeah, the CV stuff, the career guides.
Right. Well, Copilot AI is where they take all of that and kind of supercharge it.
Supercharge it. With AI.
Exactly. It's like this. Remember how RoleCatcher helps you tailor your CV?
Yeah, finding the right keywords and all that.
Right. So Copilot AI takes that to a whole new level.
Okay, how so?
It's not just about keywords anymore. It's about like understanding what the job description is really saying, the tone, the style, all of that, and then making your CV match.
Wow, so it's not just scanning for words, it's actually like understanding the meaning.
Exactly. It's like having an expert rewrite your resume to perfectly fit the company.
That's amazing. It's more than just checking boxes. It's about making your CV really stand out, right?
Exactly. And that's not all. Copilot AI can also help you with, the interview process too. Remember those practice videos?
Yeah.
It can watch those and give you feedback.
Wait, it watches you on video?
Yeah.
How does that even work?
It uses facial recognition and all sorts of fancy stuff. Like it can tell if you're making eye contact, if you're sitting up straight, even if you're like saying too much.
Whoa. It's like having a personal coach right there watching you practice.
That's the idea.
So, okay,
Yeah.
this all sounds really amazing, but I have to ask, with all these tools, is it really doing the work for you?
That's a great question. And honestly, RoleCatcher is just that, a tool. It's powerful, but it's really up to you, the user, to make the most of it.
So what would you say to someone who's listening and they're thinking, okay, this sounds great, but is it right for me?
I'd say figure out what your biggest challenge is when it comes to job hunting. Is it writing the resume, the interviews, or just like knowing where to even start looking for jobs?
Right.
Once you know what your biggest hurdle is, you can see if RoleCatcher has tools to help you with that specific thing.
That makes a lot of sense. No more just randomly trying things. You can be targeted.
Exactly.
This has been really eye-opening. I feel like the job market is changing so fast these days.
It really is. The rise of AI and everything.
It's a lot to keep up with.
It is.
So as we wrap up here, what's the one big thing you hope people take away from all of this?
I think the biggest thing is this. Technology can be a huge help, but it's not replacing human skills.
So it's about using these new tools to make yourself even stronger.
That's it. RoleCatcher can give you that extra edge, but in the end, it's your skills, your experience, your personality that really makes you stand out.
Love that. Embrace the tools, but don't forget to bring your awesome self to the table.
Exactly.
This was great. Thanks for breaking down RoleCatcher and, well, the future of job hunting with us.
Yeah, it was fun.
And for everyone listening, thanks for joining us. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep aiming for those dream careers. We'll catch you next time.